This is a story about how I saved a marriage through pro audio sales. I had a customer who this was when I was working at Planet Medley, so in the 90s. And he kept coming in and listening to a big pair of Quested monitors that I had. And after a while, he decided to buy them. They were about $4,000 for the pair. Was the H208s that he bought. And he was very, very happy with them. But he calls me about a week or two later and he says, hey, George, can you take these speakers back? And I said, what's the problem with them? And he said, it's not, I love the speakers and I love how they sound. It's just my wife is so mad at me. I need to bring them back. And I said, okay. Usually, that big of a purchase and it's a hard thing to take things back. But we said, sure. I said, I'll take it back. And he brought him back, and he was pretty upset about bringing him back because he just loved those speakers. But the thing is, every time I see him from now on, even till now, he thanks me for saving his marriage. He says, if you had not taken those speakers back, I don't know if I'd still be married because my wife was so mad at me for buying these speakers. And I said, that's all right. That's not a problem. And usually with sales that I do, I make almost 100% sure that this is exactly what they want. So when the sale happens, it doesn't get returned. And this is one of those things I just couldn't foresee this would be a problem because I never met the man's wife. But he loved them and he thought they were great and he kept on listening to them and over just telling me how much he loved the speakers. So you try when you're doing a pro audio sale to make sure the sale is going to stick, because the worst thing I think for pro audio dealers is selling things, taking them back on return, because nobody wants something after it's been opened out of a box. And even if you discount it, and then you get into a kind of this vicious circle of people buying things and returning them constantly. And I avoid customers like that because they really don't know what they want. And some of them take advantage of you. So I would say 99% of the customers I've dealt with, or even I would say 100%, never really returned anything unless there was a really major problem with it and I'd had it repaired or replaced because it was a problem with the unit. But that was an interesting story of how I saved a marriage by taking some equipment back. And the thing is, I didn't make a big deal about it. It's just the client, every time he sees me, he tells me how big of a deal that was for me to do that.